So still on dot product. So example 3 now. Question says the position vectors A, B, C of 3 points A, B, C respectively are given by A. Vector A is equals to I plus J, comma, vector B is equals to 2I plus 3J, comma, vector C is equals to 3I plus 2J. Full stop. Find Roman numeral 1. A unit vector parallel to A. A unit vector parallel to A. Roman numeral 2. A unit vector parallel to A plus B. A unit vector parallel to vector A plus vector B. Roman numeral 3. The angle between vector A and vector B. The angle between vector A and vector B. Roman numeral 4. The cosine angle between vector A plus vector B and vector A plus vector C. Now, let's be fast about it. Let's go for Roman numeral 1. Roman numeral 1. What are we told to look for? A unit vector parallel to A. A unit, don't forget, what was the formula for unit vector I said? I said the formula for a unit vector, this is the symbol for unit vector. Formula for a unit vector is equals to what? Vector A over what? Over what? What did I call it? Over the magnitude of that vector. Vector A over the magnitude of that vector. That's what a unit vector is. So now, a unit vector parallel to A. Now, let's just get a unit vector. This is a unit vector. Vector A over the magnitude of that vector. Now, what is vector A? I plus J, Abi. So what do we need to get? We need to get the magnitude first before we can get the unit vector. So what is now the magnitude? That's vector A will now be equals to, magnitude now, x squared plus y squared. This is just only two components. So what's the component for I? What is the coefficient for I? That's 1 square plus, what's the coefficient for J? That's 1 square. 1 square plus 1 square. That gives us square root of 1 plus 1. And which will give us what? Square root of what? 2. So we can come back and get the unit vector. So what will be the unit vector? The unit vector will now be equals to what? What is our vector A? Don't forget, our vector A is what? I plus J. I plus J over, what's the magnitude? Square root of 2. So you can write it and say a unit vector will now be, you can write it as 1 over root 2I plus 1 over root 2J. 1 over root 2I, like you take your own denominator. So we can separate it as saying, what's the coefficient of I here? 1. So 1 over root 2I. I times 1 will still go back to I. J times 1 will still go back to J. So 1 over root 2I plus 1 over root 2J. So that's all about Roman numeral 1. So Roman numeral 2 now says, a unit vector parallel to what? A plus B. A unit vector parallel to A plus B. So before we can get a unit vector for A plus B, what do we have to do? Let's first get A plus B first. So let's get A plus B. Sorry. A plus B. So what's our A? I plus J plus, what's our B? 2I plus 3J. Abi? This one I'm not putting it in brackets because of the plus. So since it's plus, so it will still open each other. So I plus 2I will give us what? 3I. Then J plus 3J will give us what? 4J. Abi? So you can now say put vector D to be equals to what? Vector A plus B. So if you say put vector D to be equals to A plus B, now let's get the unit vector for this D. The same thing, this D is the same thing as A plus B. So we want to get the unit vector parallel to A plus B. So what will be the formula for the unit vector? Unit vector for D will now be equals to what? Vector D over what? The magnitude of D. So you get vector D over the magnitude of D. The D is still the same thing as A plus B. So what do I need to get? I need to get the magnitude of this A plus B. Abi? So let's now get the magnitude of A plus B. So the magnitude of D, which is the same thing as the magnitude of A plus B, Abi, will now be equals to square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So that will be giving us square root of 9 plus 16. That give us square root of what? 25, which will be equals to what? 5. So let's now get the unit vector. So what will be the unit vector? The unit vector will now be, what is our d? The d is this a plus b. So that will be 3i plus 4j over, what's the magnitude? 5 over the magnitude 5. You get? So we can separate it as what? 3 over 5i plus 4 over 5j. So this is the unit vector for A plus B. Now the third one now says the angle between A and B. The angle between A and B. Don't forget, angle is different from cosine angle. The angle is what? Angle is equals to, angle theta equals to what? Cos inverse of, shey you get? So what's the formula we are using? The formula we'll be using will be what? Theta is equals to what? Cos inverse of what? It is between A and B, abi? That will be A dot B, abi? Over magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Shey you get? Over magnitude of A, magnitude of B. So this is the formula we'll be using. So what do we need to get? We need to get A dot B. We need to get magnitude of A, and we need to get magnitude of B. So let's be fast about that. Let's get A dot B. To get A dot B, what's A? A is I plus J. Then dot, what's B? 2I plus 3J. So what's the coefficient of I here? 1 times the coefficient of I here, 2. Plus, what's the coefficient of J here? 1 times the coefficient of J here, 3. So that will be giving us 2 plus 3. And that will give us what? 5. So that will give us 5. So we've gotten A dot B. Now let's get magnitude of A. Magnitude of A will be square root of, what is A? A is what? I plus J, abi? So that will be 1 square plus 1 square. So that will be giving us 1 plus 1. That will be giving us square root of what? 2. For B, what's B? Square root of, what's B? 2i plus 3j. That will be 2 square plus 3 square. So that will be square root of 4 plus 9. And that will be square root of what? 13. That's square root of 13. So now we can now get the angle theta. Angle theta will now be equals to what? Cos inverse of, what is A dot B? A dot B is what? 5 over magnitude of A is what? Root 2. Then multiply by magnitude of B is what? Root 13. So which can also be say, you can also say it as cos inverse of 5 over root 26. Abi? Root 2 times 13. You know you can also change it to root 2 times 13. So that's 26. So now when you press everything, let's press the calculator for cos inverse of what? 5 over root 26. So that will be cos inverse. So into bracket 5 root 26. So that will be giving us 11 points. So our theta here will now be giving us 11.31 degree. So we can approximate it to what? 11 degree. So it's still the same thing. So you pick your answer. So 11 degree. So that is that about that. So I want you to try the cosine angle. Try the cosine angle between vector A plus vector B and vector A plus vector C, and tell me the answer in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share. Thank you.